Hi guys, this is Joe Say One. Today we'll be making a bacon chicken alfredo using shells instead of fettuccine, and we'll be making most of the stuff from scratch. So let's get started. Okay, so I bought this from the store for $10. That's pretty good because I don't think it's usually that cheap. I'm trying to cut it around without cutting the breast. Okay, so if you personally know me, you know I do not like cutting any kind of meat at all. But I have kind of learned to get past that. I think I'm only going to use one, and I'm going to wrap the rest of this up. So yeah, hang up. Okay, so I put that up. Usually you would take saran wrap and you put it over, but I don't have any more saran wrap. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be beating this and make it flatter and not as tough, so then I can cut it into strips. So I'll be back once that's all done, because I can't hit it correctly and get it all flattened out while I'm holding the camera. Okay, so it's all beat down, and make sure you take your time beating it because I didn't really realize that, so it kind of came apart. So you have to beat it to where they're little beats, so then it'll eventually flatten out instead of bigger beats, which I learn in the process. And we all do with everything, even if we've already done it before. So I'm going to cut this up into strips and using this knife, which I finally saved up for. Right? $10 a month and saved up for it. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished cutting up the meat. I did a 1.5 inch length. So I did that to all of these, so then we can have the strips, and then these are the little pieces, what all I could salvage out of that, because most of that was fat, and I was actually kind of expecting that for $10, so, alright, I am going to now move on to the bacon. Okay, so for the bacon, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it up this way, and they're going to be half an inch by 1/4 of an inch, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got them all cut up, and so let's move into the pan. Okay, so we will need let me use both of these, some of them. And you will need to get, well, I'm going to use Irish butter, a real Irish butter, because I really like this stuff better than Great Lakes butter. So you're going to cut off about half an inch off, throw it in the bacon, and then half an inch goes in here, and then 1/4 of an inch goes in here. And so what we're going to put on these are cayenne pepper, oregano, and I think that's it for the meat. Okay, so I'm going to put that on and be right back. Come over here. pull that off. Okay. So you're gonna want to pull about that much. We don't. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't cut the wrapper. Hang on. And then right about there. That actually looks like way too much. So you save the other half, and this other half is going to be for the noodles. Alright, put a teeny bit of oregano on this stuff. Just a teeny bit, not a lot at all. Okay, we're going to turn it on to a medium, about a little higher than that. And the bacon, we're going to put on a 4 because we want this to cook, but we don't want it to cook so fast, like overly fast. So yeah, I'm going to rub this around every once in a while. And same with this one. And hopefully I did my spices right for this. Alright. So I'm going to come over here and put the garlic bread. Not the garlic bread. This is going to be garlic bread. But I have to put garlic salt with it. Okay, so it already started cooking. Move that butter around. Some of this stuff up. I'm gonna switch this on. Okay, so it might be a little harder to hear me. I don't really know. But you want it to. Yeah. Well, that's actually cooking a little faster than I thought it would be. Okay. Got this cute little thing. Another spoon for the bacon. Move the bacon around. I'm gonna group it over the heat source. So that's where all the butter is. Alright, so, if you didn't know, which I sure hope you do, that you always season your meat before you cook it, and I put it in the pan and then seasoned it. I really should have just made a bowl of seasoning, and then, basically floured it and spread that out a little. It gets everything at the same time. So then I don't overcook everything. Alright, I'm gonna throw this butter in there too. Alright, I'm gonna get the stuff ready so then we can start making the sauce. And then also boil the noodles real quick. Alright, so this looks really good. I don't know if my camera can focus on that. But it's starting to really look good. It's getting a little searing on there. The bacon doing alright. I'm having it kind of slowly cook. I don't want it to be too crispy right now. Because bacon is, will cool down really quickly. So I'm kind of wanting to cook it slowly. Chicken I actually can turn down to a low just to keep it warm in butter. The butter I'm using is unsalted, so I don't use salt as much as possible. The only salt I'll ever use is maybe garlic salt. And actually, speaking of that, that's a teeny bit of garlic salt, just the smallest amount. I think will go good with the bacon. Alright. Okay, just keep mixing that up. A little bit of bacon fell out, that's fine. Alright, I'll come back in a little bit with an update. Alright, so I shredded mozzarella and some Swiss into some of this alfredo sauce. Put a little bit more garlic into there. I put butter, half an inch of butter. There's a little bit more cayenne pepper in there. Mix it around because I really can't stand this stuff by itself. Okay, the bacon. This is the bacon stuff. The bacon is done. It's just sitting in there, keeping warm. Set it on the lowest setting. The pasta is done. Here. The chicken is done, and then so it won't cool down, I put a lid over it. Alright, so let's go back to the bread. Alright, so this is the bread. This is just a plain Italian bread. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add butter to it, parsley and garlic salt. So I am basically making Texas toast. So I take about that much. Put that on top, take the same amount, again put it on the other one, sprinkle a little bit of, I actually like quite a bit of garlic salt on there, I think it tastes real good, and then just enough parsley to make it look pretty. Okay, and then what I do, I'm gonna put it in the oven. And what you do for putting it in the oven, you just put it on 200, put it in a little pan. Not this size, it doesn't need to be that big. And you're basically crisping it just to where it's soft enough to squeeze, but not so hard where you can't bite into it without harming yourself. Leave it open a little bit. Okay, now we will start throwing this stuff together while the thing is heating up. Okay, so the bacon goes in. All this pasta I'm going to strain real quick. Dump the pasta. Mix, mix, mix. Hey, and this is not for one sitting. This is for my food for all day. Well, for the rest of the day. Okay, we'll take that off. Okay, it's still warm. Combine that. it all in. Okay, now I'm going to get a plate for it. Okay, it looks like this stuff is good. And yep, do that, close that. And what I'll do, I will take this and I will spread it out the best I can. Hang on. Alright, so this is the bacon chicken alfredo. This is my own recipe that I thought of just basically on the spot with the stuff that I have. And I'm sure it will be really good. This is the Jarvis Day one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really need to know if you guys like this stuff. Please subscribe, because I could always use more subscribers. And put in the comments if you want me to make other stuff, or what other stuff I should add in, or what crazy foods I should make. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.